Hello, I'm Prince Dearlove, live from planet Earth. You're watching Chixxflix. Of course, I'm your host. It's going to be an interesting show today. We got a white Christian nationalist saying that he wants to repeal the 19th Amendment, as we always heard them say over the years, and a lot this year, that, women shouldn't have the right to vote. It should be the men leading the charge and having that right, and the men only. So we got him on CNN actually saying that, which is wild. We got Bill Gates in Kenya. I wish he wasn't, but he's there. Uh, he has a contraceptive that can prevent pregnancy for up to 8 years. A birth control that can prevent pregnancy for up to 8 years. And as you know, all over the planet right now, white people birth rates are in the gutter. White people aren't having enough babies to even replace themselves. And black people are actually doubling by 2050. We're not going down, we're going up. So he's trying this new birth control out in Kenya right now to seeing if it will work, using us as guinea pigs. Um, and the leadership in Kenya is just allowing it to happen, which is disgusting. Hopefully the women like maybe push back somewhat. I don't really know Kenya politics or how the women there are that much. But hopefully they push back because this is just nasty. 8 years, 8 years, your birth control lasts, and that's just what they're telling us. Telling us, what if it messes up even more, messes you up even more? Like, so yeah, we're gonna definitely talk about that. I did want to talk a little bit about this Negro drama because it happened 2 days ago. With Sarah Stock, Emily Saves America, Morgan, Isabella. But there is something to say about it. There is something to say about the right. Um, there is something to say about, I always said the right is a hate group. I'm not a Democrat or Republican, but I can clearly see a hate group and identify it. And that is a hate group. When you got a Christian white nationalist telling the right is a hate group, when you got a Christian white nationalist on CNN telling white women that they shouldn't have the right to vote while you have plummeting birth rates, that's a great way to keep the birth rates down. What white woman is going to see that interview and say, you know what, I should have a kid because it's going to grow up to tell me I'm inferior and I shouldn't have the right to vote. And I had that kid in my womb for 8 months. You damn right birth rates are going to continue to go down. Why would birth rates go up if you're going to go on CNN and tell women that, hey, you shouldn't have the right to vote and that you're actually inferior? Why would birth rates go up? So yeah, so that's what's happening right now. We're going to get right into it actually. Sorry, a little tired, but yeah, we can get right into it actually. So yeah, we can start with the guy. Like he's on CNN, not hiding nothing. He's on CNN going in. Um, actually, he's on CNN, not playing around. Let's actually watch. So here he is.
Women are the kind of people that people come out of.
So you just think they're meant to have babies. That's
Well,
it.
He said women are the kind of people that people come out of, and then she goes, "So you just think we're meant to have babies?" That's exactly what he thinks. That's why he wants to repeal the 19th Amendment. That's why he doesn't think you should be able to vote.
They're just a vessel.
no, it doesn't take any talent to simply reproduce biologically. The wife
He said it doesn't take any talent to reproduce biologically. Are y'all hearing this? That's what he thinks. And they wonder why birth rates are low. You're telling your women it doesn't take any talent. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't take talent to reproduce as a woman, but it does take magic. It does take some sort of it's godlike. They're literally bringing people into existence. Everybody that at least that is on earth today came out of a woman. Every single person that is on earth today came out of a woman. But like this guy, like he's going full on straight into like he's not, and they wonder why birth rates are like so low.
and mother, who is the chief executive of the home, is entrusted with 3 or 4 or 5 eternal souls.
I'm here as a working journalist, and I'm a mom of 3.
Good for you.
Is that an issue?
No, and no, it's not automatically an issue.
She said she's a mom of 3 and she's a working journalist. She said, is that an issue for you? He's like, it's not automatically an issue. What? Like, and why are these white supremacists always like, why are they always fat? Like, this guy looks pregnant. Why are they always fat? Anyway, um,
Church senior pastor Doug Wilson is the leader of a Christian nationalist movement that believes in a patriarchal society where men are dominant and women are expected to submit to their husbands. Josh and Amy Prince, along with their 4 kids, moved from Washington State to Moscow, Idaho, where Wilson's movement is based.
Do you see Amy as your equal?
Yes and no, in the sense that we're both.
she said, do you see Amy as your equal, his wife? He said yes and no. I'm dead. These guys are serious. By the way, his face is dead on serious. He's not joking when he says he doesn't see you as an equal. These are your right-leaning Christian nationalist men. Like, these are the men. Like, they really don't think you're equal. They use the Bible to tell you that you aren't equal. A book that was written thousands of years ago by multiple people, multiple men, and edited over the years. Anyway.
Saved by grace, we're absolutely on equal footing. But we have very different purposes, God-given.
But do you see yourself as the head of the household, as the man?
He is the head of our household. Yes, and I do submit to him.
So, like, moving here
I was just going to say that.
ultimately your decision.
Yes.
That's a great
example.
Wilson says in his vision of a Christian society, women as individuals shouldn't be able to vote. His fellow pastors Jared Longshore and Toby Sumter agree.
So they're not hiding it. They're being very much serious. They're saying, hey, you shouldn't have the right to vote, like, as an individual. Like, what they want is you may be married to your husband and you may have kids with him, and of course, yeah, but as the decision to vote on who is elected, like, you know what I'm saying, that decision should ultimately be made by the man, is what they're saying. You can have your input and talk to your man, but he's saying, hey, you shouldn't have the right to go outside and vote as a woman because you're a woman. That's what they're saying. They're saying they're lesser than, they're saying you're inferior. Even though nobody would exist without women, they're saying, hey, women are inferior and they shouldn't have the right to vote, even though the whole planet wouldn't exist without a woman birthing them.
Ideal society, we would vote as households. And I would ordinarily be the one that would cast the vote, but I would cast the vote having discussed it with my household.
But what if there's your wife doesn't want to vote for the same person as you?
Right. Well, then that's a great opportunity for a good discussion.
There are some who have gone so far.
He's saying it's a good opportunity for a good discussion. What he really means is whether she doesn't want to vote for that person or not, I'm going to still put my vote in, and my vote is the only vote that matters. Yeah, my wife can talk to me about it, but he's saying, nah, F all. Yeah, she can talk to me and discuss to me about it, but I'm still going to make the decision at the end of the day. So he wants to take away women's rights to vote, and you shouldn't have that individual decision. And he's dead serious. But, you know, these are your Christians, though, and women are consenting to it, so.
Far as to say that they want the 19th Amendment repealed.
I would support that. And I'd support it on the basis that the atomization that comes with our current system is not good for humans.
And Wilson, a veteran himself, is unapologetic about his view that women shouldn't be in certain leadership or combat roles.
Looking at the leadership page for Christ Church, it's all men. Do you accept women in leadership roles in the church and government?
In the church, no.
It's all men. And by the way, it's all white men. It's not even, I ain't see no color. They're all clears. So this is your Christian nationalist white men. They're telling you, hey, you're inferior. You shouldn't have the right to vote because you're women. While there's a plummeting of white birth rates all around the globe, they're saying this on CNN that women shouldn't have the right to vote. No wonder white women aren't having kids. Like, no wonder white women are choosing to have no kids. Look at these men on CNN telling white women that they shouldn't have the right to vote. Like, no wonder the birth rates around the globe, globally, UK, Poland, United States, here in the United States, is just, they're not even making enough babies to replace themselves right now. And you see why. Like, who would want to birth this? You have a kid in your womb for 8 months, and then it comes 40 years later to tell you that you're inferior? Like, who would want to do that?
Why?
Because the Bible says not to.
Well, that's not what happens in the Bible. Women do lead all the time.
Progressive faith leader Reverend Jennifer Butler is concerned about Wilson's growing influence.
He is rapidly gaining in power. He has hundreds of churches established around the country. They actually literally want to take over towns and cities, and they have access to this administration.
Wilson's highest level connection to the administration is Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth.
It's not organizationally tied to us, but it's the kind of thing we love to see.
For his part,
And Hegseth is right there, like, supporting the ish. Didn't Trump just come out and say he was trying to find ways to get more women to have babies? This is great birth control. This video right here, a lot of women are going to abstain from sex. So this is great birth control. When you're telling them that they shouldn't have the right to vote, yeah, this is great birth control. Like, what are they doing?
Hegseth has publicly praised Wilson.
Now we're standing on the shoulders of a generation later, the Doug Wilsons and the others.
Women are the kind of people that people.
So you got, like, it's just nasty. It's just bad. Like, it's just bad. But this is what, you know, they believe in. They always believe right wing. That's what they, you know, that's what it is. That's what they believe in, how they think it should be. And they're just saying the quiet part out loud now. Quiet part is so out loud now. And it's just like, what are you going to do? Like, well, we all know what we have to do. We resist. But do I think they'll ever be able to repeal the 19th Amendment? I don't think so. I think there'll be such a pushback on it because this is so blatant. When you're doing your white supremacy, this shouldn't be as blatant. Like, this is clear-cut, blatant, like, nasty. Like, so it's going to be a huge pushback to it. They're trying to handmaid's tale. They're trying to tell women, hey, you shouldn't have the right to vote because you're inferior and we're men, and that we should only be able to push how society goes forward. And it's like, bro, you're not superior. You wouldn't exist without being pushed out of a woman. How are you superior to them when they literally birth you? So it's like, it's just like, there's no logic in it. There's no logic in it, yo. White supremacy is telling everyone that the only people that should have society move forward is white men. That's what white supremacy is. White supremacy is telling women they shouldn't have the right to vote, and that the only people that should be pushing society forward as far as decisions go is white men. Y'all just saw his board of the people that are controlling everything in his churches. There were no colored people. It was just straight white men, and that's what it is. That's the program. Like, just nasty. Just nasty, like. But we're gonna move on from that because I don't have anything much to say about that. I did want to move on to this Kenya thing, or maybe I'll move on to the ego drama first. Yeah, I think I'll move on to the ego drama first. I think I'll do that. So you got the ego drama, right? So you got, the right going at it online. This ego drama. You got Sarah Stock. You got Emily Saves America. You got Morgan. You got Isabella right here, right, that we're looking at. You got Pearl Davis on here with the boyfriend. So they were all going at it like 2 days ago. And the only reason I'm bringing it up now is because Isabella just made this video addressing certain things, right? Because she didn't want to go on Piers Morgan because she just didn't want to do that. She wanted to address it on her own. And it just shows you, like, all these right-wing girls, leading girls, they're not right-wing, bro. They're not conservative. They're not traditional. They all want to show cleavage. They all want to post their ass. They all want to, just enjoy life, do like Emily Saves America literally made a video, and she said she wants to do drugs. She wants to have, like, do these activities. Like, she wants to party. Like, she wants to do these things. She literally made a video like that and telling everybody to shut up. And to be honest with you, it was a cool video. But it just goes to show you that they're not really right-leaning. Like, you may believe in marriage, but you're not really conservative. Like, you're online, you're bitchy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not to call her, not to say she's bitchy, but like her, you know what I'm saying? So I've been saying that for the longest. What happened was Sarah Stock posted a video of her ring, and then it totally went left. Like everybody just came under it negative. You got Pearl saying, "Oh, you just want to show off your ring, and you like, why can't you not do that online? Because Pearl is never going to get engaged. She's never going to get proposed to. She's been ran through." Then you had like somebody, Morgan, come under Pearl and say, you shouldn't be talking. And Pearl go back at her, and then Morgan said, "Hey, you suck black dick." And then Pearl come back and say, "Hey, you said, didn't you say online that you have HPV, STD, and aren't you a single mom?" And then you got it to like, it still kept going and going. You got Morgan came back and said, "Pearl, damn, what did she say? What did she say? She said your boyfriend is black because like, I guess that's a diss." And then Pearl goes, "Nah, he isn't black. He's Dominican." What? I know y'all. I'm not even gonna show him, but I promise you, the guy has hair just like me. So he has black hair, nappy hair, and then he has the same brown skin or lighter than me. He's definitely 100% black. But she's on this. No, he not black. He Dominican. I know black. I Dominican. I know black. I Dominican. I know black. I Dominican. He has the same texture of hair as black people, same nose, same big lips, melanated skin. But Pearl and her boyfriend is like, "I know black. I Dominican." You know how Dominicans already be in real life. Dominicans be like, "I know black. I Dominican. I know black. I Dominican." Dominican's not even a race. But so you had that going on, and it's just like, also like Isabel in this video, I fast forwarded a little bit, like 3 minutes in, because I wanted to show you one particular part. But Isabel, you shouldn't be on the right. Really, you shouldn't be on the left either. They're going to gobble you up. You are attractive. Look at you. You look like a real life Barbie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't be on the right. You shouldn't be on the left. The right is going to eat you up like they were doing just yesterday when y'all was having this e-girl war on Twitter. Like, they're going to eat you up. They're going to be jealous of you. They're going to hate you. You shouldn't be on the right. You're pretty. Sarah posted her ring, and like I was telling y'all, she's like, these people, they're not really right. They're not traditional. They're not conservative. She posted her ring, but she didn't post the man. You know why she did that? Because if she had posted her man, she would lose her simps. A bunch of simps that's probably sending her money, gifts probably. I'm thinking mostly money, or not even. It could be not money. It could be just a follow. Because once they see that man, they're gonna like be mad. "Oh my gosh, she got a man now. I gotta go." They're gonna stop either the money or the followers. I'm not saying she's getting money, but they're gonna stop following her. So that's what I mean by they're not right leading. You wouldn't care about that if you were really traditional. You wouldn't give a damn. You're posting your man, period. So it's like Isabel, like she made this video like telling us what's going on and like how they've always betrayed her, and she was receiving like horrible comments, receiving horrible messages. Nothing compared to what she said under Sarah's photo, which is why is it so small. She was saying she was trolling. So I'm gonna show you this part though, because I want to show you something of what she said.
Come out of the woodwork to defend this situation, which they have no background information on. Last year, I baked a cake and a t-shirt that looks exactly like this one, and the entire trad right-wing movement came for me for being pornographic. That wall shouldn't come to.
She said, so you just heard it. She said last year she wore a shirt just like the one she's wearing. Her shirt is showing nothing. It's showing nothing. She's covered up. But she wore a shirt, and the right just came after her, dissing her, saying that, she's like, what is this, a porn scene? What she just said. And it's like they're not doing that because you're showing anything off, or they think it's a porn scene or something like a scene from porn or something like that, right? They're doing that because you're an attractive girl. All you was doing, you took a picture in a shirt with a cake, and they came after you last year. She just said that. And it's like, you shouldn't be right leading these. Women aren't just like daisies and flowers. They come after each other. They're like, if you're pretty, you're going to be under attack. That's just how it is. It's jealousy. Like these people that claim they're right and stuff, they're really not. Like these women, they're not right leaning. Like I see them on Twitter all the time. They're like how they talk about their men, how much they don't like the men they're married to. They curse, they do drugs, they're sleeping with multiple married men. Like they're not right leaning. They're lying. And it's like, Isabel, you should leave the right, definitely don't join the left, and just be on your own. And I know as humans we want to join groups, but you can have your friends and all, but you don't need to be picking a side. You're too pretty for that. And I hate even saying that out loud, but that's what it is. So that's all I had to say about it because it was definitely some funny drama. It was definitely funny seeing everybody just go at each other. You're a single mom. You suck black. You have an STD. Your ring is too small. Like it was just funny to see them go at each other. Like this is your right leaning women. This is your conservative traditional women. Cursing, doing drugs, sleeping around, single moms. Like isn't it awkward to be a single mom and you're claiming you're conservative? What are you conserving? Single mom stuff? Like anyway. So that was that. I thought that was funny. But yeah, she shouldn't be on the right, bro. Like, you should never be on the right. Um, so yeah, let's move on to this Bill Gates thing. So Bill Gates is in Kenya right now, and it's like, dude, why are you like? I wish he could just stay out of African countries. Why are you in Kenya, bro? Like, why are you doing that right now, bro? Like, why? So I'm gonna read you guys something. And it's an article. So I'm gonna read you guys a little something from Business Insider Africa. So the Gates Foundation has a new world first contraceptive for African women, right? So it's birth control, and it's set to launch a new long-acting contraceptive in Africa. And it's going to be a part of a 2.5 billion commitment to accelerate research and expanding services for the health of African women. Long story short, they're trying to bring birth rates down. And if you can give somebody a birth control that lasts 8 years, that's a great way to get birth rates down and to have less babies. Because that's what the cabal is trying to do. They're trying to lessen the herd. So birth rates are supposed to go down everywhere all over the world. And as y'all know, black people are supposed to be double by 2050, not less than. White people are declining at a rapid rate. The Japanese as well. So he's launching this new birth control in Kenya, and it's an IUD that lasts up to 8 years. Right? So he's trying to get the birth rates down in Kenya because, like I just said, black people are supposed to be double globally the population that they are now. So they're supposed to be 2.5 billion of us by 2050, not less, like white people are globally declining in birth rates. And it's just like, it's nasty. Like, it's just nasty. But they're framing it in the article as, I'm not even going to read it. They're framing it in the article as, oh, we're worrying about women's health. But you're launching it in Kenya first. Bill Gates is launching this birth control that lasts up to 8 years in Kenya first, in an African country. If it was really about women's health and concerns, why not birth in one of your European nations? But it's like they always do this. They always come to us first, and it's like we accept it. You don't see Bill Gates doing this in China. Why isn't he doing this in China? He's doing this in an African country, though. And it's just nasty. It's like the leadership they got in Kenya. It's like he's allowing this to happen. And it's like the only way this wouldn't happen is if the women of Kenya resist and the men of Kenya stand with them and they resist this 8-year birth control that Bill Gates is trying to push. It's very nasty. But they're framing it as we care about women's health. Like that's what they're framing it as. And it's just like, bro, like you don't care that much. You don't care that much. There's plenty of other issues in Kenya you can address if you really cared about women's health, housing, economy. Like there's plenty more if you really did care, but you don't. So that's the agenda of the Illuminati cabal right now, is to get birth rates down globally, and they're kind of succeeding with that. The economy sucks. No one's going to really own anything, especially in my generation, Gen Z, because of prices so high. You got big companies like, I think, BlackRock buying up houses and then, I think, selling them back at an even higher price. You got cost of food, you got bills, you got people not being able to have a $400 emergency, as in they don't have $400 in their savings. They don't even have a savings. So right now they're winning with getting birth rates down. And it's like, it's just nasty. And when you got things like IUDs that can last up to 8 years, and you're launching it first in Kenya, a black country, it's like, we see what you're doing, dude. So we got that going on. And it's just nasty. It's just nasty. It's just nasty. Did I have anything else? I don't have anything else to say about that. I'll update you guys on that more, but for now, I really don't have anything else to say about that. If I have some more, I'll definitely let you guys know. But for now, I just don't have anything else to say about that. It's just bad. Like, they're trying to lessen the herd, and when I say the herd, they really do look at people as a herd resource. It's just bad. Do I have anything else I want to? Oh, guys, please remember to subscribe and follow me on Twitter, because I do post now. And Facebook is Prince Dear Love as well. Twitch, I'm not going live until I have at least 100 followers on Twitch. YouTube, I got over 2,000, on our way to 3,000 subscribers on there. In like 2 weeks, my whole setup is gonna look so different. So get ready for that, guys. Of like the pod, it's gonna look so different. Like, I won't be doing it here really. But yeah, like, all that is just bad. Like, the people of Kenya would have to resist. That's the only way it would stop this. They would have to literally resist. Like, did I have anything else to talk about though? That I want to get off my chest today? I did want to say something about I did want to say something about Candace Owens, because like, Candace Owens right now is getting sued by the Prime Minister and his wife, because Candace Owens keeps saying that the Prime Minister's wife is a man. And it's like, she's calling on Trump to help her with this, like, getting sued, this lawsuit, because I think now she's getting worried. I think now she's getting, like, kind of worried, kind of like, oh snap, like, this defamation case might go not my way. So now she's like kind of getting worried, and she's calling on Trump to help her with this case that she's like going on and on about and making conspiracies about. And it's like, why are you doing, like, what's the point of this? Like, what is Candace's goal in suing the Prime Minister and in like trying to prove that the Prime Minister's wife is actually a man, when the Prime Minister's wife has had literally 3 kids and sent her a couple pictures of when she was younger as a woman? Like, what's Candace's goal in this? Like, why are you doing this? What do you get out of this? How is this helping anything that's going on right now? Like, what would that do? And you're wrong. But she's calling on Trump to help her. And it's like, what are you doing? Like what's going on? Like, you're interviewing Harvey Weinstein, you're interviewing Andrew Tate, like, you're interviewing people with sexual crimes against them, and then you're going after the Prime Minister's wife in France, and then when he goes back at you, you're calling on Trump to help you because you feel like you're getting nervous and you feel like you might lose this defamation case that they got against you. It's like, what is Candace's goal? She interviews Nick Fuentes, and right after she interviews Nick Fuentes and she drops the video, he goes back to his show and says, yo, we're getting tired. He's getting tired of black conservatives, He's getting tired of them, that they're pandering, that they're DEI hires. He said they're DEI hires, that they're pandering. Like, I've always told y'all, they don't like these black people that pander to these white people, these white conservatives, these white Republicans. They don't really like y'all. They just use you for the clout. Candace has over 4 million subscribers. Of course, Nick Fuentes is going to go on your show and let you interview him. Of course, he's going to do that. Duh. So he can get the clout, so he can get the views. Why would he not use you for your clout and you think he likes you? He doesn't like you. He's using you for your 4 million subscribers, and you get hella views. She goes on Tucker, and she's like, oh, I had no idea he was going to do that. I was just trying to get the interview. Like, saying a bunch of stuff. Like, it's like, even though white supremacists are getting tired of the black conservatives, even they are getting tired of their pandering. They're looking at you like you're like, Candace, didn't you get fired off Ben Shapiro? You were the one black woman on the Daily Wire, and they even fired you. They can't even tolerate black people for more than a few seconds, and y'all always pander to them as black Republican conservatives. Brandon B. Tatum's wife don't even like him. He deletes videos off his channel every time. Every time Brandon B. Tatum does any video with his wife, he deletes videos. Because every time in those videos, she tells us how much she doesn't like Brandon B. Tatum. The last video he deleted was the one where he was talking about Jonathan Major's situation with his white wife, and she kept saying over and over in different ways how much she doesn't like Brandon. She would say stuff like, oh, I wouldn't divorce you because of the kids. Not, I wouldn't divorce you because I love you, but I wouldn't divorce you because we have the kids. I want the kids to have their father. That's what she would say. I don't know, like, black Republican conservatives. I'm glad, though. It's all crashing and burning. It's all crashing and burning. Like, we'll see what's going to happen in the future. I got a feeling that more white supremacists, more right-leaning conservatives like Nick Fuentes is going to call out Candace Owens, the Brandon B. Tatums, all those black people that are pandering to white people, that have nothing good to say about black people. These black Republicans, these black conservatives have absolutely nothing good to say about black people. Yeah, these white people that y'all keep having on y'all podcast that use you for clout, yeah, they're going to keep going back on how they feel about you. They're going to go back on their show and say how they really feel about you after they use you up for your clout. Anyway, it's like, it's insane. And like, it's not even just that. It's like, it's very weird when you think about it even more. Candace Owens, I made a video on my YouTube channel. The sound is not that good, but you can still watch it. Candace Owens' husband used to know Andrew Tate. And Candace Owens' husband even said Andrew Tate and the husband go way back. The husband of Candace Owens and Andrew Tate go way back, as in friendship-wise, as in they've known each other before. Candace Owens' husband literally said, I've known Andrew Tate before he was Andrew Tate. That's what he said. And it's like, Andrew Tate is known for being a pimp. He's known for doing webcam with girls. And the rumors are online, or Andrew is allegedly, like, the rumors are that he's blackmailing Candace's husband. And like, I would love to know more of the relationship that Candace Owens' husband and Andrew Tate had. Because all she do is interview people that have like, that say the most horrible things about black people, about women. Like, that's all she does, is interview those people that have allegations against them. Why are you doing that? And like, even Brandon B. Tatum, like, Nick Fuentes was literally on a hot mic, and he said, well, not even a hot mic, but he was being recorded. Nick Fuentes was being recorded years ago, and the recording said, well, okay, my bad, guys, I'm kind of stuttering. Nick Fuentes was caught on a recording, right, that was posted years ago, and in that recording, he said that when a white woman is dating a black guy, it's like a white woman dating a dog. So he's comparing it to bestiality. And Brandon B. Tatum goes and posts him on his YouTube channel and posts Nick Fuentes on his YouTube channel. And Brandon B. Tatum has millions of subscribers. Candace Owens goes and interviews Nick Fuentes, and she has over 4 million subscribers. And it's like, why are y'all uplifting this white supremacist who does not like you? He does not like you. He says it on his show. He says how he really thinks about you. You're animals. You're inferior. He literally says it on his show, and y'all still uplift them. It's like, why are you doing this? Why do you need this guy? Like, why are you interviewing this guy? Why is this guy getting any clout from us? Let white people deal with that. Why are we interviewing him? And I'm saying we as black people, not conservative or Republican. I'm not conservative or Republican. It's like, why are you doing that? Anyway, I think this was a good episode. I'm definitely going to continue to stream more. This is the second day in the week that I've done it, so hey, I'm still doing it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it. Remember to subscribe to the channel, share this video, like, share, all that good stuff. Follow me on TikTok at Prince Dearlove 2, Facebook Prince Dearlove, Twitter Prince Dearlove, all that good stuff. It's been a great show. As usual, I'm Prince Dearlove live from planet Earth, and this is Chixxflix. Have a great night.